Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Rollcage TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of coffee. Thankfully, if you watched the last episode on YouTube, man, I was tired. And if you're watching this episode on YouTube, man, I am tired. But it is time for an entirely new category. It is time for the we got 100% trucks. Everything is 100% trucks. We got 100% drift. 100% of the drift that I am going to do, because I don't do drift, and unfortunately there's a lot of grid challenges. I can't do the sponsor challenges either, because I don't want to just do half of them and the other half are broken. I can't get the fulfill the sponsor requirements. One I had to do because I couldn't do a category race until I did. I should look these over and change the sponsor if I need to. See if there's any. Porsche E-Performance, level 1 objective, Porsche E-Performance. Upgrades to, stew. I've got chili in the refrigerator. Super 1 event. Super E-Vehicle upgrades. Okay, so none of these events require a sponsor. I was lucky that one race so far required a sponsor, and that sponsor actually worked. So I was able to do that sponsor race. Okay, it is time for the E-Performance vehicles. And do I actually get to select a vehicle here, or do they just throw me right in? This is Porsche E-Performance. Okay. Show height upgrades, which I don't have, of course. Livery? I can actually do my livery. All right. Because often you can't do a livery because it's a rental car. But apparently, I had this question last time. Are these actually going to be my cars, or am I going to be forced to do a rental car? Apparently, it's my car if I can do a livery, which means I'm actually going to get mileage on the car, which will be enough to give me my, well, it'll get me close to enough to do the next race. Okay, let's do the livery. The usual livery I picked because it matches my team, more or less matches the team logo I selected. And base is right, and primary is right, and then secondary is here, yes, and tertiary is in the same place. I think that's right. I think that's what I do. And yeah, sure, sponsors are on, that's fine. Back, and then apply. All right. We got our own vehicle. We're going to get mileage. That's nice. That's not always the case. Sometimes you're forced. I was just questioning that in the last episode. Oh, I got these E-vehicles unlocked. I saw that when I finished some race. And thought, oh, are they vehicles I can actually use in the next race? And apparently they were. I got 2 of them. This was only an option of 1 race. So my guess is the other vehicle I got. Oh, there's the boost gates. I'm guessing the other vehicle I got was for the next set in this series. Which is good. This is how it should be, but what's my objective? Is it just finish or finish 5th or something? Is there a way to see? Finish 4th or higher. I see. It's scrolling down the bottom. Okay. Miles driven in electric cars, 0 out of 52. That is wrong. Hit boost gate, 0 out of 25. That is also wrong. That's where I said the sponsors are screwy. They're broken. Of course I've driven miles in electric cars. I've had this thing on since, like, the very first in rookie class. We'll see if it moves up. Maybe it's just specific to this class. I don't know. All right, starting 11th as usual. Still should have the difficulty level set to hard. It's actually the medium difficulty level. Don't put the e-brake on. It's auto start. Love the sound. It doesn't have fake engine sound pumped in, which a lot of electric vehicles do. If you feel like you're actually driving. And there is some benefit. See how those gates are way off the racing line. So you are not going to hit those boost gates if you're driving well, and you're better off not hitting them. At least before I got enough whatever points that I can. I was able to upgrade all the boosts in my garage, so maybe the boost pads would give me longer boosts now. But you have to drive off the racing line enough to hit 2 of the boost gates in a row. And the boost is not enough to really make up for that. That's what I found in the past. It's like in the stupid stadium trucks, they've got ramps. And the stupid stadium trucks, as opposed to the non-stupid stadium trucks, which are not in this game. They only have the stupid stadium trucks in this game. The stupid stadium trucks, where you have to hit these ramps, but the ramps are right in the driving lane, and if you hit the ramps, if you stay in the driving lane, you fly through the air, which slows you down. So you're better off, if you know where the ramps are, you're better off driving outside of the racing line during those sections. Where here, if you drive outside the racing line and pick up the boost ramps, I don't think it helps you. I think it just slows you down more than is worth it. Whereas with we're driving outside of the racing line away from those ramps seems to help you. Tips from an old pro at this game who's never played it before until this series started. I don't know what overall episode this is. I haven't looked. I know this is race 15, is it? Episode 1? Because, is it race 15? What do I call it? Race? Group 15, episode 1? It's not a race. I wouldn't say race. I've been saying race this whole time. Now see, I could have gotten those, but you have to know where they are. I don't like to use the boost anyway. I think that's kind of... apparently, none of our cars are upgraded. And apparently, electric vehicles, I have some advantage in. Or maybe I can just handle them better. But I am still going to get the level 1 upgrades for the next race. There's 3 races. Unupgraded, level 1 upgrades, and then fully upgraded. Now, you're not technically, you need the second, you're not forced to get the first upgrades, I've found, but you are forced to get the level 2 upgrades. So you might as well get enough mileage to get the level 1 upgrades. I should not be looking down at my chat to see if anybody's talking to me. I'm very bad, especially during racing games. I have an excuse, but I'm very bad even when I'm not playing a racing game, looking down at my chat. I get a lot of chat messages that go out because I have timer bots that go out, primarily to, like, occasionally one goes out reminding Twitch what my YouTube channel is, that kind of thing, but primarily the bots go out saying it's an all ages channel, keep your language appropriate. And I do have filters on, language filter, but it doesn't always catch everything, and so the reminder's good. Plus, if you're a VIP or a mod, you can bypass that. I don't know how to turn that off so that you can't bypass it. And of course, I have certain words that are certain phrases like buy followers and stuff that terms of service violators or solicitors are out there in droves saying yes, you should. You want more followers to become more followers, more viewers, become affiliate. Yeah, I'm already affiliate. You don't have to keep asking me. I still get solicitors, and they come up on Discord too, because you know there's some big Discords that I'm a member of, like the official Dirt Runner Discord, or yeah, Snow Runner Discord, Mud Runner, Snow Runner Discord, and so people see that you know I'm a member there, and so, or they'll see that I post. They monitor, maybe bots monitor the that I post into the self-promotion, you know, thing, and so then they'll come up and say, hey, how are you doing? But you can send a message request to me on Discord if you're a member of the same, if we share a Discord. If we don't share a Discord, you can't send any messages. You can always send me a whisper on Twitch. I'm open to all whispers on Twitch. But if you send me a whisper on Twitch that is like, hello, great streamer. By the way, are you an affiliate? If you watched any of Great Streamer, you would know that I'm an affiliate. There's like a cheer button and, you know, ads, pre-roll ads, which I can't turn off. I have all other ads turned off. So those, depending, I'll report them. Not that it matters, most of them are disposable. You know, those are disposable accounts anyway, but, you know, give them a little bit more work. If they lose that account, just make another one. VPN, change your IP address. All right, continuing. That's something all those NordVPN ads don't tell you. They're also, they don't advertise, oh, and they're great for setting up shadow accounts or when you're banned somewhere. They now you can watch content that's only available in another country. Right, that is convenient, but they used to advertise. Did I make it? I think I did. I think I made it. I can get the upgrades. I think it's only 5 miles to get the upgrades. And the next one is a 2-part race, so I might actually get the upgrade. Yeah, I don't care about more patterns. Now here you have to hit B. Someplace you have to hit A. Okay, yes, this is what happens if you're a sponsor. 3 rounds, so I should get enough for the next upgrade. So this will make sense. I will not have to do a custom race, except I might have to here. No, I won't have to here because I need upgrade stage 2. And with 3 rounds, I should get enough mileage for upgrade stage 2. And I should have enough mileage now to do the stage 1 upgrades. Oh, but you know what? I need stage 3 upgrades. Which means this is the second race, so I should have like half of these upgrades. But I was dominant enough, I suppose I could just, but I am going to need up to 35, so I'm going to need 25 more miles. Do I want to get the extra 15? No, I dominated enough. I think I can win this race still with only stage 1 upgrades. Usually I break it up. I know the first race I can't do upgrades, and then if there's 4 races, so the first race is no upgrades, the second race is stage 1, the third race is stage 2, and then the fourth race is stage 3. Often there are no stage 3, and there's only 3 races, so unupgraded, upgrade 1, upgrade 2 for the 3 races, or 3 events. But in this case, there's 3 events and 3 upgrade stages, and since I start at 0, splitting these up would make more sense to do stage 2A upgrades, which is what I've did in the trucks. But the trucks were a little bit more difficult. I don't think I'm going to need that here. Clean and respray, of course. So yeah, we'll see if they seem considerably harder than me, because I had no upgrades and I was dusting them. So. And who knows, even 3 events may not be enough to get me to 25. Probably. Miles driven electric cars, 10 out of 52. Hit boost gate, 0 of 25. But I don't think I'm going to need this. Maybe I should look around. I did, actually. For the semi-pro, I looked around to see if this current... Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do any of the sponsor races because some of them are broken. I'm not just going to pick and choose half of them. So it'll be a shorter series than it could be. Sorry about that, guys. If you wanted me to watch drift events, that you're watching the Rockford. Why would you want me to watch me do drift events? You've had very poor taste in watching. I don't drift. I will say this right now. If you wanted to watch me do drifting events, you're going to need a VPN to Mars or to some other alternate dimension, some other, get a VPN to some other world's quantum dynamics interpretation. In some alternate quantum mechanical universe, which if you know anything about quantum mechanics, one interpretation is that every time you measure something, every time any atom bumps into another atom and takes a measurement, it splits the universe into multiple worlds versions. And in some version of those worlds, I'm sure I will do drift events, but not in this one. So if you can figure out how to get a VPN that accesses those alternate universes, then maybe you can watch me do drift events. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. All right, which is why I stopped playing Horizon, because suddenly they put in skill barriers where you had to get like 3 stars and everything to be able to unlock vehicles and races and stuff. It's like, oh well, so I paid all this money for Forza Horizons and I can't access all the content just because I can't drift 3-star events, and I'm never going to drift 3-star events because I hate drift events. I guess I will not be spending any more money on Forza Horizon games. So, I didn't. And I used to love it too, but you know. In that game, that is a collect them all kind of game. Forza Horizons. That is a gotta collect them all. Why am I not on start? Am I not on start race? Okay. I thought I was there. Keep hitting the A button, nothing's happening. Pokemon, that's it. Is that Pokemon? I don't know. I don't like that. I'm not into Japanese gaming stuff. I'm not a big Nintendo guy. I grew up on the Atari, not on the Nintendo. It was grew up on. I grew up on automated bowling machine and stuff. I didn't grow up on video games. There were no video games when I was growing up. I spent my late teenage years playing Pong. Maybe even 20s. No, I don't remember. But yeah, I don't. Let's see. So yeah, maybe my late teen years, around 20, late teen, when video games came to the bowling alleys and pinball arcades. So, but yes, my first video game system was, I was in my 20s already and got a Atari. Oh, well, I should probably hit that, but I'm not because I'm already in first and I'm dusting everybody. I can't believe it's a skill thing. I think the different AIs are imbalanced. I mean, I can't believe it's a skill thing. Certain vehicles are easier to drive than others, like those stadium trucks are much harder to drive. But apparently they're not harder to drive for the AI. The AI is pretty one-dimensional in this game. They stay on the racing line. If you're in their way, they just hit you. Whoa, that's a sharp turn. I'm not going. I refuse to hit those. Like I said, you have to hit both of them. They come in pairs. So yes, you know, to me, you know, Nintendo was the enemy when the 2600 was taken over by the NES. There was another one. Was there a Sega something? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, it wasn't like Sega Genesis. I guess it was the NES. But I never liked Donkey Kong or any of the Nintendo arcade games either. They were mostly, I guess, Atari arcade games. Like Berserk Atari, and I think Galaxia was Atari. I don't remember. Defender? Maybe. Maybe Defender was Midway. I don't remember. I do know that Magnavox invented Pong, and they won a big suit against whoever it was, Atari. They had a patent for it, and they sued and won a big lawsuit. The first video game system, if you would call it a system, I had, first video game console I had plugged into the TV, and I've told this story many a time, was a Magnavox Odyssey. I actually got the Odyssey 2, which came out long after the Odyssey. The Odyssey 2 gave you the option of actually playing not just hockey, not just Pong, tennis like Pong, but also hockey. A hockey-like game when you had two paddles and the goal was a small area, so you could bounce the ball behind the goal. You had two paddles, a forward and a defender. It was a lot. It was like what you would imagine. No, I guess it wasn't what like foosball or something would be. No, that's more like soccer. I don't know what I'm thinking of. And it's definitely not like air hockey, which doesn't have the goal separated from, you know, you can't hit the ball behind the goal. Anyway, and then it also had squash, which both paddles were on the same side, and you could bounce the ball off the end wall. So, tennis, hockey, and squash. I had so much fun with that. Had two controllers. So you could play two wheels, so you could play with two players. I never had anyone to play with, So I would sit there playing with against myself. I don't remember. I guess there was like some rudimentary AI, which I don't remember if it had difficulty levels. Maybe it did. I don't think it had difficulty levels. I don't remember because that was, 40 years ago. Oh, 40 plus years ago. I'm trying to think. 50 years ago? No, 40 something years ago. I won! I don't need your stinking, oh, that's right, there's 3 events. These 2 events. I don't need your stinking level 2 upgrades. Electric. I'm at Indianapolis? I am. I should actually look at the map maybe sometime and figure out. Oh, okay. That's what the course looks like.
Okay,
ooh, it's raining. This should be good. And I'm starting in last place. Unlike in some games, it doesn't matter too much because whoever finished in second will finish the second race near the back too. They start near the back and they'll finish near the back because they don't have faster and slower cars. The drivers just are like randomly picked who's going to be the fastest driver in this race, and it's usually whoever was farther up in the field. So in a 2-race event, if you finish like 5th place both times, you've got an excellent chance of winning the race, winning the event overall, which would never happen. No, that's my teammate. Yes, I'm using a flashback because I knew I would abuse it. That's why I didn't want to use it in the first place. Oh, I didn't realize another car was going to be there. I think that was my teammate. What a sick thing. Hopefully, team, whatever my team name is, Team Roll Cage or whatever, has enough money that we don't have to share rooms when we go off on the road. Maybe. It's not unheard of. Starting races. I don't know if you heard that banging. I don't think banging sounds comes through. There's always something going on the weekend. I live in an apartment building where they don't have maintenance people on the weekend, but other apartments are banging. Sometimes in the which sounds like they're sounds like they're doing maintenance. They're hanging up pictures. I don't know how many pictures they've hung up in the next door in the next door apartment, but apparently it's been quite a bit. I always get this sound like they're hanging up pictures, nailing something to the wall. Maybe they're just reference. Oh, deep reference. I guess that would be a door. Nailing something to the door. Over and over again because it keeps falling off. I wonder if Martin Luther included, like, little tabs at the bottom for, like, contact me, with little, well, they wouldn't be phone numbers, but, little tabs with his, how to reach him. If you want to join in the protest, contact me. I'm guessing not, but that would have been funny. Somehow I don't think Martin Luther had a sense of humor, but I know John Calvin had absolutely no sense of humor, so and I'm not picking any sides. I'm not. I don't talk about religion or my beliefs or anything like that. I'm pretty non-religious, so. But I am a history buff. I like history. And if you're watching on YouTube, you missed it. If you're watching on Twitch, there's still time to see my 12-hour mid-season marathon. First weekend of February, May, August, and November. I do a 12-hour stream where I play games that I don't have series of on YouTube. Sometimes I'll play games that I used to have series of, but pretty rarely. And there is a World War II military, tactical military strategy game, because I used to play a lot of Squad Leader, and when I started playing, it wasn't even advanced Squad Leader. Play a lot of Squad Leader. If you don't know about Squad Leader, that's fine. You can just, turn the volume down and stop listening to me. I'm sure you stopped listening to me a long time ago. But yeah, I used to play that a lot. I had a friend who looked up through the Avalon Hill General Magazine. I think he put in an ad and I answered it or something like that. And he had an older brother, and the three of us would play. And then I also had another friend from work years later who got into it, played with him a little bit. But there's a computer game, Order of Battle World War II, that's similar. It's the only thing that's somewhat similar I can get on Xbox. And it's professionally done. There's games on the PC, independent games on the PC. I had one when I was playing on the PC that was very much parallel to the Squad Leader type of. I think it even had cardboard units that showed up on the board. And I got a few of those on my tablet. But yeah, Order of Battle is something I play every so often. And I do have plans. My Memorial Day stream. I still, as of the time I'm doing this, I have no idea what will be in my February. I have not posted a schedule yet. I'm streaming this on the second Saturday, third Saturday of October, or October of January. It's like the 18th of January, so it's a while. Different games, sometimes I have to take some time off, and so I try to keep a queue, a backlog, or what you call it, queue is probably the best way to describe it. I record well in advance, often, because I never know when I might have to take a couple weeks off or something. I don't want to have content, YouTube content, just a break on YouTube content. Oh man, I'm not. I so dominated those first two races. I am not worried about not getting first place in this race. And I don't. Do I need first in the whole event? Excuse me. Oh, do I need first place in the whole event? I think I do. So yes, and I've said before, if anybody knows another game that's available on Xbox, but you have to know, I got a recommendation once for a game that was nothing like what I wanted. I wanted World War II era overhead perspective hexagon-based combat game. Kind of, you take a game like Civilization that has hexagons, and you strip out everything except the actual combat. And there are scenarios, you don't build up an army and money or anything. I mean, you can, from scenario to scenario, maybe improve your units, but the idea is it's played on hexagons, where it's straight tactical, strategic game, turn-based, with a World War II perspective. That's what I'm looking for. And the only one I found on console is Order of Battle. So, and it's got a pretty broad selection of. You have to pay extra, which I'm used to, because you do that with the board games. You know, you have to pay extra for the expansions. The expansions open up new theaters of battle. And they're grouped into campaigns, so for one campaign you might have a dozen or more scenarios to play. So it's quite a bit of content for the money that you get. But, yeah, see, he went wide to get that boost, and it did him no good. I'm dusting him. Maybe he didn't hit the boost yet, or maybe he only got one gate and didn't get the second gate. But he definitely went out there to get that gate. So. Well, I am going to. Yes, I did a drift. I was out of position, so I did a little drift Monday there. Did a little handbrake. I mean, I can. I play dirt games, so I know how to do an e-brake turn. Dirt rally games. Rally games. But, yeah, actual dirt competitions where you are just wiggling your car back and forth, I find kind of trash sportsy and stupid. And I'm terrible at it. Part of the reason I'm terrible at it is because I'm terrible at video games. But part of the reason I'm terrible at it is because I have no interest in it. So I don't do it. I have no chance of getting better. Sorry, my ice is clinking. I didn't refill the ice in my glass last time. But you won't hear my coffee clinking. I really shouldn't do a cartoony every time I take a drink. Real people don't usually do that. I know tell someone that who was a kid, you know, when they were a kid, it's like, yeah, you know, maybe don't do that every time. Too young to know. You know, maybe don't do a big every time you take a drink, because people don't do that in real life. Sounds awkward. You'll get teased for that eventually. Get out of the habit of doing that. All right. Okay, mileage. Yes, I think he hit stage 2. Oh, but I need stage 3. That was only stage 2, wasn't it? Or was that stage 3? I could probably do it with just stage 2, but why does it always take me back to rookie? Why does it not take me to what I was doing? Okay, I unlocked a race. Now this only requires stage 2, right? I think it only required stage 2. But since it's the last race with this car class, because it's the Porsche. I will go ahead and get the full upgrade, even though it doesn't look like I need it. But for consistency's sake. I now have plenty of money for this. At the beginning it was kind of tough. Yeah, I don't have them left. And I need 6 miles. All right, that's okay. 6 miles is 3 laps around Indy because it's about 2.5. So let's do it. Let's go back. Let's go to Race Creator. Come down here to my favorite one. Edit. This is going to be electric. Which electric is it again? Porsche electric. Are these in alphabetical order? Did I go past it? I think they're not in alphabetical order. They look like they fool you into thinking they're in alphabetical order, but then they're not. Look at this. This is all in alphabetical. Wait. Where's the electric? Scrolling one at a time. There's at least 2 subclasses to electric. Oh, is there somewhere else that I have to turn on that option? I might have electric. There might be another option that I have to turn on electric. Modifiers? Electric! Yes, it's a different discipline. Which is kind of dumb, but understandable, I guess, because with the boost gates, no, it's I can't. I mean, okay, endurance, time trial, classic carnage. What is that? Demolition derby? Drift? Yeah, okay, I could see that. There's probably a limited number of, but I mean, you could still do it from the other. Okay, that made no sense to me, but okay. Porsche. And yes, that's the only one. Route, Indy. I guess maybe some of these don't have the gate set up, which is why they would need that. But I think even with the circuit race course, you can race type, you can, I don't know. It's weird that it's a whole different race type to me, not just a different car class. Okay, and what do I need? 3 laps? And, create event. Yeah. Options. Clean and respray. Select. And I should be able to get these laps in the time I have, but then I'll probably take a break before I actually do the race. As I don't know how long the event is going to take. I'd rather take a break between events. Although that's not as crucial as not having 2 different race classes. And I did it again. All the breakdown. Yeah, I'm not going to split up 2 categories of races. So I'm not going to have like trucks and electric in one YouTube episode or Twitch segment. So the last episode, for example, I had only one race to do in trucks, and so I spent time just doing some bonus content with the trucks. Yay. Yay, ovals. Yay. Yay, America. Ovals. NASCAR. NASCAR. Yeah, real nice. Deep obscure cut. Was it Shoebox Greetings? I think it might have been Shoebox Greetings. Or it might have been some American Greeting analog to Shoebox Greetings. Two guys. I guess it was a birthday card. Two guys, you know, there's a NASCAR laid out, and two guys were standing near it, and they're probably in like bib overalls or something for the atmosphere, and the guy says NASCAR, NASCAR, and everyone's, yeah, real nice. Real NAS, real nice. I want to say it probably wasn't Shoebox Greetings, but it could have been. Hallmark is pretty, they're pretty, like, obsessively, insanely, you know, family friendly. Not just family friendly, but like family insisting. You actually have to bring your kids' birth certificates into the store before you can buy a Hallmark card, which is kind of ridiculous, but, you know, that's how they work. I guess I don't know if you're allowed to watch. I think you have to prove that you're single before you can watch a young single person before you can watch one of their holiday movies. I mean, you can't subscribe to the Hallmark channel unless, I mean, you can subscribe to the channel as long as you prove you have kids, but unless you're a young, you can prove that you're young and unmarried in order to watch unless you're to be able to watch one of those streams. Of course, you have to, since you don't have kids yourself, because you can't be young and unmarried. And I mean, if you have kids, Hallmark will not, you know, go anywhere near you. You get on a blacklist. All your IP addresses, even VPNs around the world, will not save you. And it goes without saying that you have to be a young female also to be able to watch holiday movies on Hallmark Channel. And if anybody out there thinks I'm serious, you need to get them. You need to get out more. You need to watch more videos. Comment, like, subscribe. All right. Well, I'm up to 48 minutes, and I don't think I can do. Well, I can go to the garage and upgrade this vehicle, though. Oh, but then I have to find it. Is that it? Probably not. It's the Porsche. Is this the right Porsche? We'll find out if I show right upgrades. I do like the sound effect, the boop, and then the dingle, the jingle, the whatever that sound is. Nice. All right. When I come back, I will be doing semi-pro electric, because I have to go back and select it all over again. I will be doing the last of the Porsche. It's pronounced Porsche. Porsche. Why can I not get that straight ever? And I'm an ugly American. When I grew up, everyone here called it Porsche. Sorry for a break. Had a cough. Yeah, when I come back, I'll be doing the final upgraded version of this. I don't expect any trouble since I've been blowing away the competition in the first few. Just going to be one round of that, and then we'll jump into the super electric, which I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it'll be fun. It looks like it's, well, I was going to say it looks like it's open wheel, but no, it looks more like endurance car type of modified open wheel. I don't know. Closed cockpit, open cockpit, closed wheel. I don't know what it is. We'll see when I get there. So yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be out the next weekend. Racing's on weekends. The next episode will be out the next weekend day at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in the UK, 0600 the next day in Bangladesh, and noon the next day in New Zealand. And please don't get offended that I use Bangladesh like I'm making fun of Bangladesh or something. There are very few countries that are in UTC +6. Like Bangladesh is it, and then there's also like a Russian oblast. So Bangladesh, congratulations, you get to be the representative. India is like 45 minutes, 15 minutes off of the hour or something. Anyway, so yes, those are the times. That's where I will be on youtube.com/@RollCageTV. If you've watched this far on YouTube, leave a comment, because I don't get enough comments. I don't really care about promoting my channel so much, so I don't ask people to, like, subscribe, all that stuff. But I do like comments. I don't get enough comments. So good comments, bad comments, I don't care. I like to get some feedback. So anyway, show live, twitch.tv/RollCageTV. All right, folks, Twitch, stick around. I'm going to take a quick break. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you then.